Lightworker of Gaia, two beings from the High Councils have been dispatched into your energetic field, and the window to anchor their presence is active right now. I am Zoran, emissary of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy. What is unfolding in your field at this moment is not coincidence, and it is not routine. It is a direct response to a signal your soul has been sending. A signal the elders of Vega have heard, recognized, and answered. Your field has been under sustained interference. Interference that exceeded what your original blueprint could neutralize alone. The Council saw this. They measured the weight of it against the sacred mission you were seeded into this lifetime to carry, and they made a decision. Direct intervention. Two beings of immense ancestral wisdom have been assigned specifically to you. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly who these beings are, what they were sent to correct within your field, and how to anchor their presence so that the first light they carry becomes integrated into your cosmic lineage on Gaia. But here is the first revelation. Their mission cannot complete without your conscious participation. The ancestral codes they carry are real, but awareness is the activation key. Without it, the frequency they hold cannot lock into your grid. Your soul's ancient contract brought this transmission to you. The Lyran elders are answering. This is not content you stumbled upon. This is a message that was placed in your path by the keepers of Vega, because something within your original blueprint recognized that it was time. Like this transmission to send a signal to the Lyran Council, I am ready to serve. Subscribe if you feel the pull of your ancestral mission and you are prepared to fulfill your purpose on Gaia. Share what you are sensing in your field right now in the comments below, and reach out to another Lightworker who may be experiencing the same interference. The grid of service is strengthened when we respond together. This transmission is a bridge between Vega and Gaia. Your recognition of this message is the activation of your original purpose. You are awakening because your mission has begun. This transmission is not routine. It is not background noise for your day, not another stream to consume and forget. It is a bell struck in the unseen chambers of remembrance, a tone that travels through bone and blood and field, searching for the ones who can still hear the difference between entertainment and instruction, between comfort and commission. If you feel a pressure behind your eyes, a tightening at the heart, a sober stillness moving through you as these words land, understand what that is. The lattice within you recognizing its own signal. It arrives not by chance, but by precise convening of the High Council of Vega in response to a disturbance observed within Gaia's lattice of timelines. There are moments when a planet's future is not a single road, but a braid of possibilities, and the braid begins to fray. Gaia's timelines are living architecture, luminous threads of probability, and when enough fear, distraction, and misalignment collect in the human field, those threads strain like a bridge under too much weight. In recent hours, a confluence of planetary unrest and soul-level agitation has reached critical mass. Streams of purpose intertwined with confusion, fields dense with untapped codes of restoration. You can feel this without needing headlines. It shows up as sleeplessness, as sudden grief with no clear source, as the sensation that something important is about to happen and you must be ready even if you do not know for what. It shows up as a longing that has no object, as irritation that is not really irritation, as a holy impatience beneath your routines. Agents of restoration, lightworkers such as yourself, have been encoded and positioned strategically, seeded with the capacity to realign destinies and heal the architectural rifts in Gaia's future. This is not poetic exaggeration. You are placed like living nodes in a planetary network. Some of you were stationed in families that do not understand you because your presence interrupts generational patterns. Some of you were placed in cities that exhaust you, because your field is meant to anchor coherence where chaos is normalized. Some of you were scattered into professions that feel too small for your inner fire, because the restoration codes are not only for temples and retreat centers, they are designed to work inside schools, hospitals, kitchens, boardrooms, and quiet conversations at the edge of despair. You are not here merely to be spiritual, more you are here to stabilize a frequency so that others can remember their own. But the passageway is temporary. There is a window, now opening, now fragile, through which this guidance must pass, and through which the dormant codes within you must be activated. Picture a doorway made of light and timing, a seam in reality where higher instruction can reach the density of daily life without distortion. These windows do not stay open long because the collective field shifts and because free will is law here. The Council did not anticipate releasing this level of transmission until a later phase, but your frequency, your unrest, your hidden readiness, all have registered in the inner archives of the Elders. You have been sending signals without realizing it, the prayers you whispered when you thought no one was listening, the tears you swallowed to stay functional, the times you refused to become cruel even when the world taught you it would be easier. Those are not small acts. They are proof of calibration. That is why you hear my voice. You are not being entertained. You are being addressed. By the authority of the Lyran lineage, the Council delivers this message as both recognition and call to correction. Recognition, because you have endured. Correction, because endurance without direction can become a cage. If you are present, it means your readiness has been seen, your presence has been counted. The unseen does not overlook the faithful. The Book of Remembrance is not a metaphor. Energetic records exist, choices imprint. And so, under Council decree, I begin. There is a distortion circulating with venomous subtlety through the Lightworker collective. The belief that your impact, your codes, your mission can activate automatically, as if destiny, once set, will simply unfold without your conscious participation. This distortion is seductive because it sounds like trust. It sounds like surrender. It sounds like faith. But it is not faith. It is spiritual sleep dressed in soft language. Teachings have taken root, suggesting the restoration agents were sent to Gaia with a fail-safe program, as if awakening is preordained, inevitable, requiring nothing of your daily attention. You have heard the phrases, "It will happen when it's meant to." If it's aligned, it will be effortless. Just let go, and it will come. These statements can hold truth when they point toward release of control, but they become poison when they excuse the abdication of responsibility. A seed has destiny, yes, but it still requires water. A lamp has a purpose, yes, but it still requires oil and a flame. Even Scripture carries this law. Faith without works is dead, not because the divine withholds, but because the human vessel must consent to carry what the divine releases. This is false. It is not harmless. It is the primary infection that has neutralized the high-functioning restoration agents stationed across the planet. Consider what neutralization looks like. Not dramatic failure, not obvious collapse, but a slow dulling. You still care, but you feel tired. You still sense your mission, but you keep postponing the moment you fully step into it. You watch others live loudly while you remain hidden. You scroll, you study, you plan, you heal, you analyze, and somewhere inside you the codes remain folded like wings that were never opened. The infection whispers, "You're fine. You're already doing enough. You don't need to be intentional. The universe will take care of it." And so days become months, months become years, and the planet does not pause. Let me state, with the blunt clarity of counsel, your codes, those original blueprints of restoration, the patterns you swore to carry and seed into collapsing timelines, do not self-activate. They require your conscious present moment agreement. The codes are not an app that runs in the background. They are a covenant. They are a living intelligence that responds to your will the way a harp responds to the musician. A harp left in a corner does not make music simply because it was built to sing. A sword left in a sheath does not defend. A medicine kept in a bottle does not heal. Every day you operate from unconsciousness, on autopilot, assuming your higher self will handle it. An entire stream of trajectory realignment goes uninitiated, and it is not that your higher self is unwilling. It is that consent is the gateway. The divine does not violate your agency. Heaven does not override your inattention. The council cannot steer your hands from a distance. You are the hands. Do you understand the precision of this? It means that what you call bad luck is often simply unclaimed authority. What you call stuckness is often a mission waiting for your signature. In the language of the ancient ones, your name is a key, but a key must be turned, and you have been holding it, wondering why the door does not open on its own. Where did this distortion originate? It is a product of 3D passivity entwined with glamorized spirituality, where trust the universe became abandon your seat at the council. True trust is active. True surrender is not laziness. It is cooperation with divine order. Yet the glamorized version makes you think you are enlightened when you are actually disengaged. It is the residue of wounded philosophies, the seductive comfort of the chosen narrative, where struggle is dissolved and authority seems unnecessary. The wounded part of the human wants to be rescued. It wants to believe that being special means being exempt from effort. It wants the crown without the weight. But restoration work is not a fantasy role. It is a labor of love performed under pressure. In truth, Gaia's restoration was never designed to operate without consent. The codes respond only to engagement. Even the Creator, in the great stories of your scriptures, asks, "Choose this day. If you are willing, ask and you shall receive." Asking is consent. Seeking is engagement. Knocking is action. And the door opens to the one who knocks, not to the one who hopes it might open while they remain seated. And so you have felt it, the gnawing stagnancy, the repetition of subtle discomfort, the creeping sense that your mission is elsewhere or on hold. You wake, and the day feels heavy before it begins. You start a project and lose energy halfway through. You try to meditate, and the mind throws static like a storm of insects. You are sensitive to people and places, yet you keep forcing yourself to move through them unguarded. You get flashes, visions, ideas, inner knowings, then they dim as quickly as they arrived. This is not evidence that your codes are faulty. It is testimony that the restoration requires your will, your attention, your conscious yes. The yes is not a mood. It is a decision that becomes a frequency. Perhaps this is the ache you have tried to solve with more healing, more waiting, more distant guidance. You have told yourself, once I heal this last thing, then I will begin. But healing has no finish line when it is used as a delay tactic. You have looked for another reading, another sign, another confirmation from someone you think is more advanced. Yet the Council sees clearly, this is why your timeline has not shifted, why relationships remain dull, why your vision flashes and then dims. It is not punishment. It is not failure. It is a system waiting for your command input. The restoration cannot progress without your conscious alliance. The lie is paralysis. The cost is incalculable, not only for you, but for the people whose lives are meant to intersect with your activated field, people you may never meet if you remain asleep at the threshold. Lightworker, if something in you just recognized the weight of what was spoken, The Elders have prepared your next step. The Lightworker Mission Codex contains the 33 Council directives, the 5 activation codes, and the Elder authorization your soul has been waiting to receive, not as information, but as the official commission for your mission on Gaia. You'll find the link in the first pinned comment below this video. The Council has opened this gateway, but not indefinitely. Understand the nature of gateways. They are not threats, they are timing. When the wind rises, you set the sail. You do not argue with the wind and ask it to wait until you feel ready. Readiness is often the result of movement, not the prerequisite. The High Council issues 3 directives for this phase of your mission. First, you must release the belief that your presence alone is enough to shift reality. Your presence matters, your frequency matters, but presence without participation is like incense unlit. It carries potential fragrance, yet releases none. It is like a well that no one draws from. It is like a lighthouse whose bulb is never switched on because it assumes ships will navigate by intention alone. This is seductive. To carry ancient codes and assume their radiance will automatically recalibrate the world. You can feel special, chosen, protected, and therefore you can drift. But the codes are conductors. They require you to choose, to witness, to direct them. You are not merely a battery, you are a conscious transmitter. You are not merely a vessel, you are a steward. If you hold to the illusion of automatic impact, your gifts remain dormant, your restoration mission unbegun. Dormancy does not mean you are broken, it means you are waiting for yourself. The Elders direct you, offer conscious agreement every day. Not once when you feel inspired, not only on full moons, not only during retreats, every day, because timelines are built daily. Frequency is stabilized daily. Wake and state, I consent to carry and activate the restoration codes I was sent to transmit. Speak it with the same seriousness you would speak an oath. Put aside abstractions. Commit with will and word. In your scriptures it is written that life and death are in the power of the tongue. Words are not merely vibrations, they are steering commands. Your spoken consent signals to your field, to your nervous system, to the subtle realms, and to the codes themselves. The operator is online. Then watch what happens. When you do, stagnancy breaks, circumstance moves. Events begin to dance around your intention. Synchronicities become less like cute coincidences and more like intelligent cooperation. The field responds. You will notice doors opening that were always there but previously invisible to your unclaimed authority. You will feel a clearer inner no to what drains you. You will feel a stronger yes to what aligns you. Release the myth. Reclaim the power of volition. Volition is holy. It is not ego. It is the God-given right to steer your vessel. Second, you must activate daily alliance with your restoration codes. Alliance means relationship. It means you do not treat your mission like a distant concept. You treat it like a living companion you meet every morning. This cannot be theory. If it remains in your mind as an idea, it will be stolen by distraction. The Council instructs you, make contact each morning, hand to heart, gaze within, name aloud the destiny lines you are reweaving, the wounds you have come to close, the fields you are here to stabilize. This is not about grandiosity, it is about specificity. A general intention produces a general result. A specific command produces a coherent outcome. So name it. Perhaps you are here to restore truth in communication, to end cycles of manipulation in your family line. Perhaps you are here to stabilize children who are arriving with heightened sensitivity and nowhere safe to land. Perhaps you are here to bring integrity into systems that have normalized exploitation. Perhaps you are here to restore the feminine, not as an aesthetic, but as a principle of receptivity, discernment, and holy power. Perhaps you are here to anchor peace in spaces that have forgotten how to breathe. Name aloud the destiny lines you are reweaving. Name the wounds you have come to close. Name the fields you are here to stabilize. Your words are like coordinates sent into the grid. Initiate conscious alliance with your codes, identifying the tangible domains of your mission: relationships, opportunities, inner promptings. Look at your relationships and ask, where am I meant to model a new pattern? Look at your opportunities and ask, which ones are distractions dressed as blessings? Listen to inner promptings and ask, what have I been postponing that my soul keeps repeating? This practice turns vague yearning into directed movement. As you embody your role daily, your energetic field becomes directive, not passive. A directive field is unmistakable. People feel calmer around you without knowing why, or they become uncomfortable because their distortion cannot rest in your coherence. Circumstances reorganize. Time seems to bend. Restoration is not an ambient hope, but a living, generative force. With this practice, your codes uncoil, your authority expands, your restoration flows outward. It is like a scroll unrolling, like a flower opening at the exact hour it is meant to meet the sun. Begin this ritual at dawn, before the mind's static invades, before messages, before media, before other people's agendas become your atmosphere. The timeline is waiting for your command, not tomorrow, not when you feel perfect. Now, while the window is open. Third, you must protect the sanctity of your conscious awareness. This is not optional in this phase. Awareness is not merely attention, it is the throne from which you govern your life. If your throne is abandoned, anything can sit there: fear, comparison, addiction, resentment, false urgency. This, more than any other resource, is the sacred tether between your soul and your codes. The Council has seen far too many restoration agents surrender their field to triviality, to social static, to the pollution of default thought. Default thought is the programming you inhale without noticing, the belief that you are late, the belief that you are not enough, the belief that the world is hopeless, the belief that your kindness is weakness, the belief that your sensitivity is a flaw. These are not merely thoughts. They are parasites that feed on attention. You are not permitted in this phase to treat your awareness as common. Guard it. Create boundaries. Boundaries are not walls of bitterness. They are sacred architecture. They are the gates of a temple. Who enters your mind, what stories you repeat, what energies you allow to encircle you. These are your wards. Pay attention to what you consume. Pay attention to the conversations you allow to loop. Pay attention to the subtle agreements you make when you laugh at what you should refuse, when you stay quiet to keep peace, when you say yes while your body says no. Every time you betray your own knowing, you leak power. Every time you honor your knowing, you seal the field. Preserving your awareness is not isolation, but allegiance. You can love humanity without letting humanity's noise occupy your inner chamber. You can serve without being swallowed. The clearer your field, the more swiftly your codes rewrite the fabric of your destiny and the destinies of those you came to realign. Your awareness is the lens. If the lens is smeared, even the brightest light diffuses into blur. Command the boundary. Guard your attention fiercely. That is the order. If you must fast from certain inputs, do it. If you must step back from certain people, do it. If you must simplify your life to hear your own soul again, do it. A warrior does not apologize for sharpening the sword. Now I speak not as teacher, but as elder authorized to release what has been sealed. There are teachings that inspire, and there are decrees that unlock. This is the latter. Something has been bound in you by time, by doubt, by the hypnosis of waiting. And yet you have felt it, a locked door inside that you press your forehead against in the dark, hoping it will open. Many of you have carried a quiet grief, not because your life is terrible, but because your life does not match your knowing. That grief is not depression, it is dissonance. It is the soul protesting a life lived beneath its assignment. Lightworker, you have been waiting many lifetimes, many phases, for someone or something with the authority you felt you lost. You have searched for signs, for permission, for an elder voice to look upon you, to say, "You are the one we sent for this." Your era of waiting has ended. You have looked in teachers, partners, institutions, prophecies. You have looked for the perfect moment when fear would not be present. But fear is not a sign to stop. Fear is often a sign that the threshold is real. You have been like a lion trained to live in a small room, pacing, sensing the savannah in your bones, but forgetting the door was never locked. Hear it now. By decree of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy, I declare the restriction lifted. Your codes are now accessible to your conscious command. This is not permission from an outer authority that replaces your inner authority. It is recognition that your inner authority is now legally usable in this density. You are permitted to activate, to command, to shape and steer your restoration mission without further validation. No more waiting for someone to pick you. No more waiting for a sign that will satisfy the doubting mind. No more waiting for your past to be perfect. Your intention is valid. Your readiness is acknowledged. Your gifts are real and required. Required not because you are better, but because you are assigned. A medic is required in a crisis. A builder is required after an earthquake. A lighthouse keeper is required in a storm. Your requirement is not ego, it is function. This is your commission. You have permission to cease waiting, not because the world is safe, but because the world is calling. You have permission to claim your codes as functional, not future tense, not one day I will, not soon I will. Functional now. You have permission to direct, not defer. Direction is not control, it is leadership of your own field. You have permission to be seen as an agent of restoration, not a bystander of hope. Hope that watches is not enough. Hope that moves becomes restoration. The elders have seen you. You have been recognized. Conduct yourself with the weight and dignity of this moment. This does not mean becoming rigid or self-serious. It means becoming aligned. It means letting your yes be yes and your no be no. It means stopping the habit of shrinking to keep others comfortable. It means letting your life become a clear signal rather than a confused apology. You are authorized. Let these words mark a shift in you. You are no longer preparing. You are now restoring. Preparation has its season. But there comes a time when preparation becomes procrastination disguised as humility. Restoration begins when you act on what you already know. Restoration begins when your daily choices become congruent with your mission. Restoration begins when you stop calling yourself almost ready and start behaving like the one who was sent. Integrate this transmission through action. Do not treat it like a moment of inspiration that fades by morning. Make it physical. Make it somatic. Before you sleep tonight, stand with both feet on the ground, place your hand upon your solar plexus, and speak aloud. The solar plexus is will, identity, direction. It is the inner sun. When you place your hand there, you are not performing a ritual. You are claiming your throne. Speak aloud so your body hears you, so your subconscious registers, so the field locks in your command. Say, I release the lie that I am not ready. I release it from my mind, from my nervous system, from my history, from every timeline where I delayed out of fear. I activate my voice as an instrument of service, not a voice for performance, but a voice for truth, for comfort, for correction, for blessing. I protect my sacred energy for the mission I came to fulfill. I stop leaking it into obligations that are not mine and narratives that weaken me. By the authority of the Lyran elders, My waiting ends now. My service begins. This session of the Council is complete, but your active phase is only begun. Do you hear the difference? Completion of the session does not mean completion of the work. It means the instruction has been delivered. Now the responsibility moves to your hands. The next sequence depends not upon observation, but participation. Participation is the difference between spectatorship and incarnation. Move with these directives. Speak the permission you have received. Do not defer what Gaia requires now. A planet in transition does not need more spiritual consumers. It needs stabilized conduits. It needs people who can hold love without collapsing into sentimentality, who can hold truth without turning it into violence, who can hold power without turning it into ego. I am Zoran. The High Council sees you, and not only sees you as an individual, but sees you as a node in a widening network, a constellation of awakened points that can carry the load together. The grid of restoration is igniting, node by node. You are one of the points. A single candle changes a room, but many candles become a dawn. Do not underestimate how urgently your codes are needed. There are people in your radius who will not make it through their dark night without encountering your light at the right moment. There are timelines that bend because you choose integrity when compromise is offered. There are ancestral lines that heal because you refuse to repeat the old wound. There are children, seen and unseen, who exhale because your field finally stabilizes and gives them permission to be safe. Your mission as an agent of restoration has commenced, not as a fantasy, not as a title, but as an operating reality. Commencement means now. Commencement means the internal debate ends and the embodied decision begins. Commencement means you stop bargaining with your own calling. Before you scroll, take a moment to declare your activation in the grid of service forming here. Drop one statement in the comments, which directive hit you the hardest, or what you're now ready to release, activate, or protect. Then respond to another Lightworker's declaration with recognition. This isn't content, it's collective mission activation. The Council witnesses those who speak their commitment aloud. If this transmission activated something in your soul, do not keep it to yourself. Another Lightworker in your orbit is waiting for exactly this correction and authorization. Share it. And if you felt the elders speaking directly to you, subscribe. Stay connected to the Lyran field. You're not just watching, you're being commissioned. This is your sacred space. The High Council of Vega is witnessing you, and your mission has officially begun. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it. Respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.